My dudes, what's going on? If you want a chance to get your IdleOn account reviewed, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/GriffyBit. Make sure to follow and look for when I go live with account reviews in the title for your chance to enter the giveaway to get reviewed and end up on one of my YouTube videos. Anyways, let's get into it. My dudes, what's going on? Welcome again to another account review. Today, we're looking at Dungriss's account. Now, he's free to play. I think he bought auto loot, so I still consider that free to play personally. He just entered World 6. He's more of an rushed account, so that means there's going to be a lot of things that we need to take a look at. And also, I'm sure that there's a lot of things that you could probably learn from this account. I'm going to try to go depth and in detail with this one. And not to mention, since there is a little bit of a language barrier, I am also going to bring back the notepad for this specific one. So anyways, let's get into it. Start off, of course, always going to be looking at characters. Characters is always the first one we want to look at. Just take a look at the levels. Okay, he definitely only gives love. Okay, so right off the bat, does he have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay, so he just got his 10th characters. I would definitely say if he wants to think about even pushing World 6, get every character to 300. That would help him greatly for things like talent points, getting things to actually give him progress, because when pushing World 6, there's spirit locks. Spirit locks are required multiple characters to reach at a point in time to be able to continue your progression. A lot of things are locked behind progression, such as, you know, the obvious one, which is bean trades, which is very important. So that right there, you don't really want to, neglect your other characters going into this, especially Oso. You're completely ready for your V-Man. That is another thing that I would suggest. Get V-Man. V-Man is very, very strong. Very, very good. So V-Man, you can, if you don't know, V-Man is actually located to start the quest line. Now that he is at least 150, I believe, is what it is. He will be sitting right over here. There will be an NPC that will pop up. You need to talk to him, and he will give you the ability to start the V-Man quest line from Maestro. Now, looking at equipment here. See, look. So you are doing good. I do appreciate the fact that he's taking the time, getting void tools going. That's good. Even some star metal. So he's in a good spot here right now. I would like to see. Okay, right off the get-go, let's get some more DNA splicers. DNA splicers, low key, believe it or not, huge stat stick. I don't know how to spell splicer apparently. Let's aim for like World 3. Let's aim for World 3 DNA splicers. It's very, very good. Yeah, I know I misspelled it. Whatever. Let me die in peace. Another thing that's really just pushing my face is, what is their activities right now? Laboratory, I'm taking a guess. So lab, okay, lab, okay, lab. So he's just hard farming lab right now, which is good. All tools. I mean, he's doing really great. His keychains suck. His keychains are terrible. Okay, definitely needs to work on his keychains. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Getting good keychains are very, very, very difficult. Okay? The RNG sucks. It's a very rare chance. And it's just all around it's poopy. Sure, you can do it by rolling enough hundreds or by, spending flurbos. He's not at a point where he could spend those flurbos in order to get those tier 3 keychains in the first place. If I would have to take a guess, he's probably not even close to that point. Obviously, we'll take a look later, but I don't think he is. Skills. Overall, skilling's okay for where he's at. He has not... Okay, right there. All right. So, and if you guys want to know what's considered a good keychain, Time Candy keychain, very, very good for AFK games. It's the only T3 keychain that can roll double AFK games. -7 keychain is really good for your double mob respawn. And things like also another half decent one would be your drop rate keychains. Your drop rate keychains aren't too bad. I would suggest to buy it if it's in the limited time shop because they're usually more powerful. But other than that, those are kind of like the main keychains that you're looking for. So right here, right off the get-go, the divinity and the laboratory. Divinity laboratory, very, very important. You have not done that grind. Half decent is an insult. Yeah, well, when the limit time shop one gives you like what? What is it? 25% per keychain? It's a pretty big difference. Divinity and lab grind. Now, obviously, you want to do the divinity and lab grind. It's super important. Divinity, level 40, for Tranqui, which is one of the abilities to get divinity XP without having to be existing on the beautiful, beautiful altar. And then lab grind to 75 to start for the phase 1, which will allow you to get unlocked for all of your chips and basically get you to a point that will essentially make it so connection is much, much easier. Also, that's phase 1. And then later game, phase 2 is going to be 210 for all of those jewels. This grind sucks. This grind's not fun. And you also don't have Doot, which makes this much more painful. Much, much more painful. So, right there. Boom. Divinity 40, Tranqui 75. That should, if anything, that's what you should be doing right now. Okay? Is your lab and divinity grind. It's going to take a while. You know? I have a spare Doot I can give this guy. That is crazy. That is crazy work right there. So yeah, 1. There it is. Yeah, 1. Okay, yeah, it's all divinity grind. It's all divinity grind. 100% divinity lab grind. You're just not quite there yet. And your last guy needs some worship love. Make sure to use some of your stuff, some of your worship charge to level up your character. It's going to be important. Make sure they're all running the proper prayer. Yeah, Royal Sampler. Okay. Rule of thumb. Yes, you can trade if he's free to play. Rule of thumb. If you don't have enough accuracy and you're required to use balance of precision, actually, it's not too bad since it's only level 1. Actually, that's not bad. I take it back. I thought he had a much higher prayer. It's not that bad. Level 1 balance of precision is totally fine. It's actually not that bad at all. But if you're at a point, I mean, even that's not bad. I wouldn't necessarily suggest running Fiber of Absence, though. You're kind of running out of damage here. But I mean, everybody is in lab. I actually don't really suggest to use Balance of Precision or Fiber of Absence whenever you're pushing. I would rather see you try to get multi-kill rather than trying to rely on these things to slowly push. Because if we were to just take a look here and we take a look at World 3 and take a look here at Death Note, yeah, you're probably struggling. You're probably absolutely struggling while you're pushing 100%. So let's avoid not using those prayers. Equipment seem fine. Star signs. You do have 3 star signs. You got I feel like you're okay. I mean, I don't know why you're using Pokemini, but that's fine. If you're in lab, he's doing nothing. I would probably suggest to use another AFK over this because there's not really a lab card, so I don't really see why you need to be doing this. But on the plus side, you do have 3 star signs, so that's already better than some people. So that's good. Post office. This guy should have catching. Okay, he's farming poppables. Okay. Usually, the rule of thumb that I like to go by is post office priority. PO priority is skilling box first. Okay. Not only that, skilling box for prints. Okay. So that means we instead of the Siegebreaker going for smithing, he's going for catching. Instead of the DK, he's going to be going mining, which you got. I would suggest put all those points in first. Same with this, max chopping. I mean, that's fine. I mean, going for drop rate for Maestro, totally understandable. That's not a big deal. This guy should probably, he can't do trapping box yet, so maybe think about maybe going more smithing box would probably be maybe a little bit better for him, or rather than, but I mean, to be honest, he is focusing more on going with Prince, because your Prince for your Beastmaster is mostly going to be Refinery mats anyways. But this guy right here should be 400 fish, 400 mining, which you could easily do if you just took out Civil War box, because yeah, you're getting like 8% AFK gains, but it's really not going to be worth it over the difference between fishing efficiency and mining efficiency. Same with this stuff as well. So always focus on the skilling boxes that are going to be used for specifically Prince. And then afterwards, you could focus on other things, such as, you know, maybe a little bit of care package for bomb, or the secondary skilling, or even maybe drop rate if things come to most. But also a really big one for Bubo is Alchemy box, just for the sole fact of you get cranium cooking from it. You get up to a 30 seconds. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I thought you didn't have a Bubo for a second. So I would take your points off a Civil War box. I would max out the taped up tubber, and then I would max out, or I'd get as close as possible to brewing package, which would just basically help getting you set up for your Bubo to become online, because that's what's going to skyrocket your alchemy. So it definitely needs a little bit of post office love. I mean, it's fine where it is right now. It's not worth spending the time to doing a bunch of post office resets, because that's super expensive and I don't even think they're obtainable anymore. So at this point in time, you just can't really remove it unless you had those items. But if you don't have those items, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just, you know, you're eventually going to get to a point. Just keep that in mind going forward is basically what I'm saying. Obviously, you got no chips. You do have a couple chips, actually. How are your talents looking? Okay. Okay, that's not even, it's a skilling build. What's this preset one? 40, 110, 110. Okay, so I mean, it's all around, it's not bad. Seems like you're building already. I think you need to book more. I think booking is going to be very important for you. I feel like you haven't done enough booking. I feel like a lot of people truly sleep on how strong library is. Library is very, very good. Obviously, you're doing like the main ones, like Sharpen Axe is not as strong as it used to be unless you have the hole bonus. But like Gilded Sword is really nice. You know, things like Knowledge is Power, super, super strong. Power Overwhelming, probably one of the best. Like Power Overwhelming on top of that, effective weapon power just helps boost Sharpened Axe a little bit. So it's actually really nice. And obviously Knowledge is Power is also very good too, due to building damage based off your wisdom stat. Those are some things that you need to focus on. Same with like, you know, you got things like Lucky Hit, but even like here, high polymer limbs is really good. Veins in the Infernal are good. I rather see you do, I rather see you book this stuff. Like it's more potent than Garb in this point in time. Does he have free? I don't know if he has that. We haven't gone that far yet. I don't know if he has any of that stuff, but for the most part, that's kind of what you want to focus on. Booking is very good. Also, I strongly suggest booking for the sole fact of the achievement. The achievement to get 1,000 checkouts to get the five extra max talents for skills in your library. That is actually, believe it or not, that is a very, very fairly long grind. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Overall, your characters don't look too bad for where you're at. Honestly, maybe a little bit more splicer, get some more stat sticks, get that going. Very, very good. Wait, the only thing I want to check less is your obols and list your cards. Okay, so right now you're popable farming. Okay, except for this. This is XP farm. Okay, so you're just doing it. So here's what I would suggest. Since all your characters are doing the lab and divinity farm right now, what I would suggest is only get a family set and your character's main set obled right now. And then what you can do is once that grind is done, you're going to be much stronger because of all the playing that you have done. So then it's just going to make it that much easier to do. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest go full out on getting everybody popable right now, because you probably, if I take a look at your activity, I bet you anything, or your stats, you're not really going to have the drop rate required. Yeah, you have 6 drop rate. Yeah, yikes. Okay, that's a little rough. That's a little brutal. Okay, that's not ideal. I mean, you got 7 here, but yeah, if you're they gotta wait. I think I'd wait a little bit before you try to go full bore on the poppables. Okay, they're very strong. They're very good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think you're necessarily there. The fact that you have 6 drop rates for Lucky Lads, by the way, is crazy. What drop rate would you recommend for poppable farming? Usually for poppable farming, I usually recommend like 10. 10 drop rate is a good place to start. But you know what really matters for your poppable farm is how strong your elemental sorcerer is. Your elemental sorcerer is dependent on how strong it is. You could do poppable farming as early as 7, okay? But you have to remember that when it comes down to it, it's the talents that matter specifically for the elemental sorcerer, and the damage, because it's dimensional wormhole, which is actually farming out the massive amounts of poppables due to the high portal count and the insane amount of drop rate that you get from it. Okay, so if your portal is only at 100, you're going to have a lot more struggle of a time due to you can't get a high portal count, right? So the fact that you can't get a high portal count just makes it just much longer, right? Much more painful. So it's not so much the drop rates the importance, it's how set up your elemental sorcerer is what actually matters. Okay, so you got some statues here. Obviously, you got mostly gold. That's good. I don't really think you really have a set up point in time right now where statue farming is really in there quite yet. Take a look at your anvil here. Pinion spurs. I'm taking a guess you're making pinion spurs specifically, probably for a chip. That is going to be isn't Choco Chip pinion spurs? Pretty sure Choco Chip is pinion spurs, correct? Pinion spurs and cheese. If I'm correct on this, yeah. Okay, so you're saving up for Choco Chip. Okay, that's fair. All copper. Well, that shit's full. Yep, that's full. Let's go. At least you got that'll upgrade. Got most of your bribes. Can't really complain about that. Okay. So you have 3,100 stamp level. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Stamp farming. That is a big one. I'm gonna put asterisks on that one, dude. That is yep. Yes, sir. A stamp a day keeps the sanity away. So if you don't know, not only are stamps important just for general progression, but stamps are also important for elemental sorcerer, because every stamp that you collect means more damage. If we take a look here at your character and we go over here to a specific talent known as Paperwork Great, you get percent damage for every 10 stamps in your collection. So making sure that you have all your stamps is going to be very, very important. And not only that, do you probably have more than 10? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You have 2 stacks worth of damage not available to you. So you're actually missing. Obviously, you can't get a lot of these due to the fact that they're World 6, obviously. But you understand what I'm talking about. You could get 2 whole stacks for your elemental sorcerers simply by just collecting stamps. I strongly suggest to collect this stuff. Okay, this won't. You're at a point anyways, where you can't really push World 6. So you kind of want to take it a step back regardless, because you've rushed so fast to World 6 that you're basically getting slapped in the face now because you have to play all the catch up. So stamp farming, collecting all your stamps is going to be a huge thing for you. Strongly suggest, and putting some points into it as well. Hopping on your ES, maybe leveling up a couple card stamps, because you're going to probably need to do some serious card farming here pretty soon.
It's definitely gonna be super huge. Also, why you want to level up your divinity? It's because a divinity level 50 will give you the thing known as multi-tool stamp. This is very, very potent of a stamp. I know I say this. You know how potent of a stamp this is? I literally talk about it every single account review. I always talk about it. It's always there. It's always talked about because it's one of the strongest stamps in the game. Also, another stamp that I always talk about is the beautiful, okay, let's calm down. All right, there we go. Is ladle stamp. It's cooking efficiency, baseline. Very, very good. Okay. These two together make the dream work, okay? This is how you get ladles, all right? This is how your cooking will skyrocket due to the fact that you can farm a shiza amount of ladles, okay? So just keep that in mind. So stamp farming, 100%. Must do. And also, I would focus on, since you're kind of just trying to get everybody caught up, I would honestly focus more on skilling stamps right now. I would focus more on getting your skilling stamps up, and like, bro, your lab would go faster if you got lab XP %. You know, your divine stamp, you could get that going. Obviously, there's some small things that I'd like to see you work on, like when you get the, you know, Steve's sword or whatever, or diamond axe stamp, leveling that up, getting that some total % damage. I don't really think you need to focus too much on the base accuracy stuff, maybe a couple of main stats, but honestly, it's just the total damage %, the stuff that you're really working at. Oh, sorry, you do have Steve's sword. Wait, do you have the gold? Oh, you did do the Steve's. Okay, so you already did the big ass quest line. You did the 1,000,000 figure follower quest. Okay, that's huge. All right, so that's already done. So yeah, just work on that stuff, getting the total % damage stuff, but mostly focus on getting. So just looking at this. Okay, without looking at this, how much you want to bet I'm going to mention Wyoming Blood, Sploosh Sploosh, Bug Squared, and what is the other one? Multi-Logo. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet those things are at 300%? Easy. 100%, dude. It's got to be right there. 100% sure, dude. I will get a literal ticket. You know what? Good. This is good. Actually, this is great. This is great. 11. Hey, can't complain about that. W Owl. Owl's going strong. All right, where you're at, it's perfectly fine. Can't hate on that. Here we go. Good Owl, not 17, though. Okay, Gatekeeper, let's relax here. Okay, it's fine enough. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Whoa, why is it so weird now? Wait, why? Wait, what? Why do you... Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's batch layout. Oh, yes, dude. Oh, bro, batch layout. Yo. If you're watching this right now, yo, batch layout is the shit. That looks so good. Oh my God, that's clean. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, everything's confusing now. Where's the first bubble? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, no, hold on. Wait. Where'd the first bubble go? Top left of every batch. No, that's Archer or Bust. Oh. My bad. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Anyways, guy, by the way. Guy, by the way. Okay. So, let's take that way down here. Let's take that to like 60%, okay? So, yeah, that's a huge thing. Okay, that's a huge thing. Also, if you guys didn't know, Morrow recently released the ability to log in to IdleOn Toolbox with your Steam account. So, Morrow, if you're watching this, W, brother, huge. It's official now. Good update. The GOAT. Multi-resource big bubbles. Okay? Easily. This should be... Oh, and... just unlocking bubbles in general. huge thing. Huge thing that you need to do. I would say easily, if I would have to say, I would say get yellow unlocked for Mr. Massacre. I feel like that's going to be, or at least get it up to Diamond Chef. I would say getting it at least to Diamond Chef is going to be your best friend right now. Okay, that should be your first priority. Okay, and then after that, your next priority should be like up to kill per kill bubble. But ideally, what you want is you want to get everyone to power of try 1, try 2, try 3. Okay, that's going to be the next thing. Should you do some Bubo gaming? Bro, you ain't even close to Bubo. All right, I'm going to be dead ass. You're not even close. All right, so Bubo, take that out, put that on the porch, go out to get some milk because that ain't happening. All right. What, you got bigger problems right now. Like, first of all, Wyoming blood is only 15. That needs to be at least 300%. Multi-Lago's only at 1. That needs to be a minimum of 300%. You don't, where Sploosh Sploosh is only 1, 300%. Bug Squared is not bad. But yeah, right now, your whole plan, multi-resource bubbles. Multi-resource bubbles are insane. Not to mention, Hardy Diggy needs some love. Hocus Chopus needs some love. Obviously, FMJ, Shackersy needs some love. Don't forget Vault, of course. Vault does make it a little bit better. But yeah, there is a lot of things going on right now that needs a little bit of love. Your Alchemy. Okay, so guess what? Alchemy. Alchemy. Wait, say it with me, chat. Alchemy. Okay? All right. Want more multi-kill per tier? Well, you gotta do a little bit of alchemy. Okay? You want your cranium cooking to be cooking? You need some more alchemy. Okay? You want some damage? Hey, that's a little bit of alchemy. You want your girlfriend to call you? That's not alchemy because you don't have a girlfriend because you're chronically inside and you need to go touch grass. But that's besides the point. But if you want a girlfriend, then you need alchemy. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, but that's besides the point. You want to crash out? Well, hey, probably don't play IdleOn, and that'd be fine too. Okay, but anyways, keep on leveling up alchemy. It's gonna be good for you. Okay, but if you want more money percent, well, guess what? Alchemy. I don't know about you, but if you want to avoid paying taxes, alchemy. Beautiful. You want to crash out? Dragon statues. Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah. As long as you're not doing sigils, that's all that matters. Vials. Okay. Not terrible. Honestly, we're not doing too bad here. It's not the worst. Just make sure everything just work on. I think your main goal right now is unlocking vials and getting them to level 4. Okay? Because obviously maybe some people don't know this yet, but most people should know this. But for the people that don't know, if you're trying to build up early game damage on your shaman, you need to have this beautiful thing known as viral vials, which will give you % damage dealt for every alchemo vial to upgrade to at least green level, which if you don't know, green level is level 4. So, just so you know, build shaman damage, level 4 vials. No sigils. Gamer. Absolute gamer. Okay? Absolute gamer. It's additive. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see here. None of that arcade shit. Sigils is for pussies. I wouldn't go that far. Okay, first off, all right? All right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, okay? It's fucked up. As long as you got these... He does have super. Nice. Okay, so he's got super balls. I mean, hey, W. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you wonder, that's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. If you guys are wondering why I shit on sigils so much and why I don't want people's sigils, the rule of thumb for when you should be working on sigils or not, if you do not have all of your bubbles unlocked, you are not ready for sigils. You should not do sigils because you are losing out on so many gains comparative. Because if you look at this, if you do not have all your bubbles, you are also probably a person that has 1.31 sigil speed. Sigil speed gets up to a point where it gets to like easily 100 plus. Okay, so working on the sigils early is just going to end up just stunting your growth in the first place. So it's just honestly way better to wait on sigils, unlock all your bubbles, start getting your bubbles nice and juiced up, getting your boosters done, and then, and only then, work on your sigils when you're later into the game and you have a lot more sigil speed. That is strongly what I suggest, okay? It's very, very good, very important. Okay, anyways. Wow, this man spent a lot of time doing a whole lot of nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing. Hidden secret, your sigils level up faster when you have Slush Skull equipped. Don't listen to him. He's lying. That is a lie. That is a blatant lie. If you have watched World 3 10 Tips and Tricks with Icelocked here from Nocturne Gaming, you would obviously know that that is a lie. I abandoned the game when I was still in World 1. You know what? I was the same. I did the exact same thing. I abandoned the game in World 1 as well. And then I came back 2 months later, and the rest was history. Do your Kilroys. Even if you can't do very good Kilroys, just even getting one, just being able to upgrade is the important thing, right? Just even if you can't even get very many kills, it's just the upgrade is the importance. Getting that going, I always strongly suggest to everybody to at least do their free-to-play Kilroy. You don't need to spend gems on it if you're not a big whale, and since you're free-to-play, I would suggest just to use your free-to-plays. Okay, don't need to pay 400 gems a week to do extra. Just do your free-to-plays. Just building up Kilroy is very, very important. It's a long grind, but that's the whole reason why you should do it, is because it is a long grind. Okay, bro's got, you could actually, if anything, you could work on your megafish a little bit more. 4 megafish, probably get that up, maybe like 6, somewhere around there. A little bit faster, you know? All around, World 2, you got, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, okay? I'm going to be honest with you, if you work on your resource bubbles, you're going to 3 extra prints. Okay. And by the way, I need to make this perfectly clear. The reason why I say to do 300% on your multi-resource bubbles, because most people would come in here and be like, but Griffy, it goes up to 600%. Thank you, chatter. But the thing is you're not at that point in time yet where you're ready to make that 600% step. It's the same way as I don't tell you to go level 210 in laboratory, because you're not in that phase of the game yet. Right now, your phase of the game is to be 300% resource bubble. And then once you get to the point where you're ready to increase that more, then you can bring it to 600%. Just in case anybody's wondering. Right off the get-go here, 90% printer sample size. 90% printer sample size is very important. You want to know a really good tip in order to build up your 90% printer sample size? Watching my lazy 3D print guide. Tells you where to get all the sources, where to get it up to 90%. Very easy, very good, must do, much wow. Getting that to 90% is very important. Also getting the multi-resource. I would strongly suggest to watch the video because, for instance, obviously, Siegebreaker bugs, this should be all ore, this should be all logs, this is refinery print, which you're doing, fantastic. Beastmaster, obviously. Refinery print as well. Good job. Fish, 1 copper ore. Logs, ore, all logs, and all fish, plus 1 copper ore. Thank you, since you have 2 blood berserkers. Well, technically 1 Deathbringer, but that's besides the point. Refinery, level 7, rank 5, but 4. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's... Why? What? Oh, so you're asking... Okay. So why do you do 1 copper ore for blood berserker? Because if you guys didn't know, the way to get the highest ore count doesn't come from the blood berserker talent or the barbarian talent tree or the squire talent tree or the divine knight talent tree. All it comes is actually from the warrior talent tree. Okay. So since it all comes from the warrior talent tree, that means that DKs and barbarians can get these, or sorry, blood berserkers or deathbringers can get the same amount as as DKs. So if you take a look here, all of these bonuses are from the warrior tab. So that means you get essentially all fish because that's a barbarian talent tree. And then you have 1 copper ore strictly for one thing and one thing only. And that's prints. That is 3D prints. So when you don't need fish at that point in time, your barbarians can farm atoms. And that is why. So it's literally the only print is meant for there is to strictly farm atoms. So you're not losing your atom, essentially losing atoms per day, right? Because you don't always need to print fish. Fish gets to a point where it becomes to a level of redundancy. Okay. You only really need it if you're pushing something, but if you don't really need it and you're not really pushing anything, the only thing you really need is goldfish. Okay. Goldfish and bloaches. All right. And then maybe some other stuff later in the game. But other than that, it gets to a point where you're probably just better crafting copper ore. I always need fish. It gets to a point where you don't need fish as much. So it's always good just to get in the habit of having at least 1 copper ore so you can do that swap if needed. And also, that just means 1 more person that could be on printing copper ore so you can click your bubbles. Yeah, fish become irrelevant pretty quickly, but they're always nice to have. So, but you don't want to have, since, for instance, he has, I believe, 4 warriors. You don't want to have everybody just pushing straight all ore, right? You want to have that fish because it's nice to have as a option. Having options are very important in this game. So if you limit yourself and not give you enough options, then you have to make decisions. And then that's when decision paralysis becomes a thing. And that's when you start panicking and struggling and then burning out. And then you quit the game, right? We all know this. It's happened to at least one of us. Level 200 character was in World 6. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that he just funneled 1 character. Yeah, your refinery's pretty fucked up. Honestly, there's not really much you can do with it, to be honest. Just rule of thumb, never auto refine green, never auto refine red. There's a idle index image in our Discord that will help you greatly with this. Obviously, there's not really much you can do to fix it at this point in time due to the sole fact that you're probably just running out of resources. So, and then just keep that in mind. It gets to a point where you can run everything rapidly, but at this point in time, nah. Refinery is so frustrating for real. I would say Refinery is really annoying when, for the sole reason that you don't have toolbox or you don't use efficiency. Other than that, it's not that bad, right? As long as you have the prints, you should be fine. This is why I strongly suggest you always to have your Beastmaster and your V-Man for specifically Refinery prints, because that means you have 4 prints. 4 refinery prints that you can upkeep rather than only 2, right? Refinery in the early game really, really sucks. But then once you start getting to late game and end game, it's just free damage, right? You have one particle. Okay. So you've already had the ability to get Atom Collider. Okay. You're not ready for Atom Collider. I'm just gonna be dead ass. You don't worry about Atom Collider. That is the last thing you should worry about right now. You're just strictly just no Atom Collider. I don't want to see you leveling it up. Okay, you're not even close. Equinox is fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. Liquid. Oh, by the way, anybody knows if you want to help boost your Bubo to new heights, if you can get liquid investment to 99%, it's juiced. It's so good. It is. This is real talk. This is the whole reason why Equinox is disgusting. Liquid investment, slow roast whiz, literally and I guess Equinox symbols too, but these two make or break the game. Okay. They're so disgusting. Insanely disgusting. And it's not even close how strong they are. This is the whole reason why I always suggest to push Equinox, and this is why Equinox exists. Okay? Yeah, full jewels, yeah, it's fine, but I mean, it's not even close. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, they're all nice. I get that. They're all nice, but we're only talking about the real big ones, okay? These are S tier. Metal detector's A tier, okay? Let's be honest here. Oh, yeah. Also, by the way, I never suggest it. Don't buy food less. Don't buy laboratory fuse. Because you got also, if you don't know, every time that you purchase an Equinox upgrade, it increases this bar. Okay? So don't go just willy-nilly spending your points. Think about your points strategically when spending, so then you don't increase this bar to a substantial amount. Because once you start hitting like 100K plus, that's when things start becoming a huge pain in the ass. I strongly, still to this day, I do not suggest food lust. I don't think food lust is good, especially with no meal left behind and those types of upgrades. And the fact of how much cooking speed we have now, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. And the reason why I'm not 100K plus is because I wasn't silly and spent like 25 points in food lust or 10 points in laboratory fuse. I have saved 35 upgrades for the sole reason because I didn't just randomly throw points in. Hell, I don't even have shades of K. Food lust isn't that good. It's all right, but it's not that good. If you want to do one, sure, be my guest. But I don't really strongly suggest that, in my personal opinion. Some people may disagree, and that's fine. I disagree. Okay, good. Got Death Note going on. Cost Cruncher, excellent. Trapper Drone. You don't really need to put any more points in Trapper Drone for right now. I mean, I've ignored food lust, and my life has been perfectly fine. You should be leveling up Poisonic Elder. You should be making sure that it's always ready to be upgraded, even if you don't have the points. This is going to be replacing your Boulder Roller pretty soon. I would say you get this up to level 10. It's going to replace your Boulder Roller. Kraken Cosplayer is a good one to upgrade. Party Starter is a good one you want to upgrade because it becomes really cheap. I wouldn't necessarily worry about Pulse Mage yet, since you don't have Slow Roast Whiz. You should not be upgrading this at this moment in time. So the three, I would. And I mean, your shrines aren't too bad, I guess. Not terrible. Oops. So I would suggest in this point in time that you would get Poisonic Elder, Kraken, and Party. I would say Party first in priority list. Party Starter, then do Kraken is what I would suggest in order to upgrade things, so you can start getting essentially your towers up so you can push. But I would take it off Trapper Drone. You don't need more than, you have a lot of Trapper Drone here. You don't need more. I think that you need to definitely take it off Pulse Mage. There's no reason why you should have it on Pulse Mage. That's 44. You don't even have anything that would really benefit it due to the fact that you don't even have the Atom Collider upgrade. Cost Cruncher is always a good one to upgrade. Death Note you should max because that's just more multi-kill. And if you still have room left over, like maybe you could do shrines, but I mean, I'd probably just focus on those ones, making your towers nice and cheap, as I think would be definitely very strong with this one. Automation Arm is good, so that's nice. Your Death Note, I mean, you're not ready for Death Note pushing anyways. So, I mean, this is kind of irrelevant to us at the moment. Yeah, you should do your mini bosses too, by the way. Get some mini bosses killed, maybe some candy, you know. Yeah, what I also strongly suggest, since you're at this point of the game, is make sure to go ahead and into your forest villa, or you can do quick shop as well, and just make sure that you buy these 2 items. Make sure you buy 2 of these and 3 capless bags a day. This is how you build your biggie hours. And this is, did I just sell those? I think I did. This is how you build up your stacks for biggie hours, and also how you get your King Duke kills. And this is, believe it or not, this is a whole lot of free candy and even some gems. Okay. People think that it's, it's not that good. Candy's candy, man. And when you can get candy, why would you not do that? So make sure to go to the Forest Villa, at least buy them once a day if you can. Gems for now. Yeah, true. If you could also get to a point where you can do an achievement and it will unlock it here for you as well. So that's also really strong to think about. So definitely want to buy those out every day. That will help you. I do bosses every day. No, you don't do bosses every day. You do. It's not that you don't. No. So these are mini. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Those are mini bosses. Okay. These are mini bosses. These are not main bosses. You're talking about like Amrock, Cheezor, Kruk, Troll, Efont. Those guys are main bosses. These guys are mini bosses like Glunko, Dr. Def, Baba Yaga, Biggie. Yes. Mini bosses. Those don't count until you lock in World 6. Really? They're not retroactive? I thought they were retroactive. Are they not? It's not counted. Only goes Bone Joey inventory. They scale HP. No. Huh. Well, the more you know. Anyways, what I say is still not irrelevant. Okay, you still want to do that stuff. All right, you still want to farm that stuff. You want to make sure you buy that stuff out. And for the people that didn't know, that's how you get King Duke, and that's how you get Biggie Hours. So there you go. I didn't know that didn't retroactively count. Who would have thought? So obviously, in order to unlock this for it to count, you need Jade Emporium. So now, see, we're learning together here, chat. See, we're learning together. It's hard to know every single nuance, but yes, make sure to do that. It's good for the cards. Yes, absolutely. Your worship, honestly, your worship is actually looking pretty good. There's no skull. There's no skull. No skull. What's going here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Need the skulls, bro. Get that skulls going. All right. Wait, what? Wait. Was there not a skull there just a second ago? Wait. Am I blind? Wait. No. There was not a skull there a second ago. No. There was no skull there a second ago. It was loading. Nah, bro. There was so not one there. No, bro. There was no glasses. Okay. Well, maybe I'm stupid. You feeling okay? Bro, these account reviews are getting to me. Okay. Obviously get a skull on this guy. Okay. There was always, bro, I am fried. I am so fried. Holy. I literally thought there was not one there. Are you drunk? Might be drunk. Okay. Obviously get the skull on that guy. You drink your water today? Probably should. Do your Clash of Clans and do your Citric Conflict. You know what's worse than not getting any souls? You know what's worse than getting low amount of souls? Getting no souls. Too much meth for the week? Do I look like a guy that does meth? Don't answer that. We already know. You're okay. All right, dude. Anyways. Not too bad. Honestly, not terrible. Yeah, shocker. Yeah, okay. Yep, shocker. All right. I saw that coming. All right, saw that coming. I see me too. Too much copium for the new update. Yeah, true. Good, you got Tectation of the Titan, Skill Dimwit. You want to level that up? Royal Sampler, get that up to like level 11. I think level 11 is definitely going to be good for you. Balance of Pain. This is why you need to do Clash of Cans. Clash of Cans for Balance of Pain is insane, by the way. Absolutely insanity. One of the best prayers in the game, okay? Easily one of the best prayers in the game, by far, okay? Balance of Pain, Royal Sampler to level 11, Unlocking Midas Mind and Jawbreaker is definitely, or even leveling up is pretty good. Obviously, it's not required. Zerg Rushogen, S tier. Zerg Rushogen, favorite. Skill Dimwit, S tier. Okay. Skill Dimwit, Zerg Rushogen, Balance of Pain should be your main priority right now. Straight up. Everything else, not so much. You don't have to worry so much about it. But those two, absolutely. 39 trapping, 40 trapping, 40, 62. Okay, so you do the V-Man trick, which is good. It's not bad. It's not bad. Can't complain. Not bad. You need to buy some things in your Salt Lick, man. I would definitely probably finish the top one out. Could put points in a refinery speed. That would be nice. You have done the XP library, which is all right. Okay, cool. Okay. Multi-kill for all worlds is important. So you should definitely do that. Definitely 100%. Okay. So, let's talk about construction here, chat. Oh, God. Okay. So, construction time. We don't understand. Do we understand how construction works? Let's go over it. As we all know, construction with 2 DKs is like 99% of your build rate, thanks to the 2 bubbles known as, well, Carpenter, which is the main source of how you get that going. Due to, if we take a look here, okay. Going here to do a little bit of love here. It's 2 bubbles. Obviously, call me Bob for XP percent. Very, very good. Very, very strong. This is what builds up your huge amount of levels. And Carpenter is where all the build speed comes from. Or build rate, should we say. You also got to realize this gets doubled. Okay? This also gets hit with a multiplier. Thanks to Oso Warrior's Rule. Okay? So this makes this very, very gross. Okay? This is where all your build rate comes from. Literally like 99% of your build rate comes from for your DK specifically. Now you say, do I want to do Barbarian? No, you don't want to do your Blood Berserkers. You don't want to put them on there. It's only going to be your DKs. Your DKs are going to be a sweet spot because that's what their strength is. That's what they're good at. That's what they're meant for. Okay? Nobody will get higher build rate. Wait. Oh, wait, shit. Sorry. I'm too busy thinking back in the day. Sorry. Sorry. This, by the way, I should probably make this very specific so people don't get the wrong idea. Carpenter used to be affected by Warrior's Rule. I forgot there was an update that fixed it. There was an update that did fix it. It was very, very potent, and then he had to nerf it. So take 2. Does not get affected by Warrior's Rule. I'm being dumb. Okay. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, true. Big dumb on that one. Okay. All right. Rewind. It used to not be like that. Now it's like that. Okay. Just sometimes you forget about these things. Okay. Oh God. Back in my day. Yeah, basically back in my day moment. Anyways, as I was saying, Carpenter and Call Me Bob are very, very good. That's why 2DK is very, very strong. Yeah. Endgame chat fucking feeling the juice with that one. Oh, God. All right. Fell too far. So ideally, what you want here, okay, is this is going to be ideally your setup that you want to go for. You're going to have your 2 DKs, and your 2 DKs' main job is to build up your build rate, okay? And then you have booster cogs, which will be XP percent booster cogs, which max you can get as XP is at 65%. And then you want all of these booster cogs to hit them, okay? And then all the flat rate cogs are just flat rate XP. And you do this till you hit like 2,000 plus, okay? 1,500 to 2,000, we suggest it. Don't worry. We explain most of this in 10 tips and tricks for World 3, okay? This, a lot of this was explained. If you need to know that, go watch it. And then the rest of your guys are going to be pumping out cogs. Okay, very, very good, very strong, very, very nice. So XP percent, focus on that. So definitely work on converting to 2 Squire, or sorry, 2 DK build rate build with booster cogs. There it is. Oh, and by the way, you may be asking yourself, why do I build cogs that I don't need? Oh, that doesn't matter, by the way. The only reason ultimate cogs are the best is because they have the highest booster cog. But newbie cogs can be the same flat rate XP percent as any of these other cogs. So it's kind of just dependent on how much you just want to smash your cogs out personally, okay, which it really comes down to. So, I mean, it's really what it is. So if you just want to, just try to get hot, you just need to get, that going. I don't gatekeep my cogs. My cogs are fine. I haven't done cogging in a while, okay? I'll go back to cogging. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Get off, all right? So this will eventually need to be fixed, okay? 17.5 mil, 17.5 mil, 17.5. Okay, so he's just doing. I love cogs. Yeah, me too. All right, cooking here. What do you got here? Okay, so you don't have lab XP sawdust. Yeah, no wonder your lab's taking so long. Not bad though, not bad. Your main priority for this right now, it should be for at least cooking, is going to be unlocking plates, of course, and preparing for Diamond Chef. Okay, now what is Diamond Chef? Diamond Chef is the alchemy bubble that will give you a bunch of cooking speed for diamond plates, which is level 11 plus. Okay. So this is why that is going to be important for you. So far you do have level 11 plates, which is good. You just want to keep on unlocking those plates and getting the rest of them to level 11. Obviously, cabbage is huge. Corn dog in the early game is huge. Egg is not bad. Just pumping up cooking speed and then getting all your plates to level 11 so they're ready to get that going and get that rolling so you could ramp up snowball even more. And also unlock sawdust because, I mean, it's free lab XP. Okay? It's free lab XP. So obviously, you got a little bit of cooking going on there. I can't really help you with this until you've unlocked this shit. This is very important. I would right now, as this point in time, get to past present brood as quickly as possible. Past present brood is gonna be so good for you, dude. Past present brood, blooming axe, probably right now one of the 2 best upgrades that you can get if you're trying to help push your breeding. It's very, very good. Oh yeah. Oh, so another good thing on this. Obviously, you're not going to be in much to benefit from it yet, but when you get the V-Man, you get a thing called blood marrow. Okay, and basically what it is it gives you exponential cooking speed, which is very, very potent. But that's only if you have a lot of plates. Right now, you don't have a lot of plates, so you can't really benefit from it too much. But once you do start getting ramping, the cooking speed goes crazy. How's your vault, by the way? I should check that. How's your vault doing? Okay. That could take some love. That could take a little bit of love. Overall, it's actually not terrible. Yeah, you're actually pretty good on that. Okay, you're looking good. How's your dungeons as well? Let's take a look at that. 44. Oh, dude, max out your flare bow. Yep, this is a huge one right here. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, look at this, bro. You're missing 25% accuracy, 25% defense. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, party dungeons. Party dungeons. Flare bows. Flare bows. Upgrade multi. He's not there yet. You can't even upgrade it. Obviously, and there should be no reason. Bro's got 149 boosted runs. He has no reason to not do it. No reason to change that up, dude. There it is. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Dungriss. Remember, I don't speak Russian. Wanted to save up for the rings. Oh, no. No. The only time that you want to save up for the rings is if you have this maxed. It's the only time. Other than that, you don't do it. Because you got to realize something, okay? What's more important? Stats that affect all 10 of your characters or one ring that affects one character? That's what you have to ask yourself. Because these are account-wide. What you're going for is only one person. One ring, of course. All right, well, that's understandable. Yo, based, honestly. Honestly, that's pretty based. I like that. I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. Hey. Solo leveling? What do you want to be you want to be a part of an actual guild? Okay. Top 70? Well, I mean, that makes sense. Why not? All right. I'll get you in the IBA after this. Okay. Laboratory. I mean, there's not really much you can do about this. You have a really low lab anyways. So it's not like you can do any much progression. You got the trap box vacuum. That's good. So you can do the trick for the beautiful V man for the huge amounts of XP. That's good. World 5. Okay, let's take a look here. Factory Tusk is good. Unlocking. He does have Fury Relic. Okay, you have Fury Relic. You want to get that to Ancient. Wait. Do you have all this? Yeah. Do you have all artifacts unlocked already? Definitely do Fury Relic. Fury Relic needs to be Ancient. Fury Relic needs to be Ancient. That is your next goal. It's actually kind of impressive, I'm gonna be honest. Man loves his sailing, okay? Man loves sailing. Really good ones. It's not open. It's not going to be out. It's not open? No, it's toolbox that shows all but not obtained. Wait, he can't reach it yet. IT shows this weirdly. Does it? First 10. 4, 8, 12. Oh, what? Yo, Moro, you need to fix that, bro. That's confusing. That's super confusing. It looks like you have all these obtained, but you don't. Okay. Well, I guess I mean shitty. Yeah, it shows everything. Yeah, that's a problem. That's an oversight. So your boats, you want to focus, or your captains, you want to focus on speed. By the way, speed is going to be your best friend. Cloud discovery rate's okay. Loot value becomes better later game. I was gonna say, dude. I was gonna say that is crazy to be this far behind, but so far ahead. Yeah, 4 captains, every artifact. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You want to focus on boat speed. Boat speed's gonna be your best friend. How you doing for divinity? What do we have unlocked here? Oh, bro, you have no gods equipped. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Let's go divinity farming. Bro needs gods. You are missing some of the strongest stuff in the game. He's level 0 divinity, don't forget. He does have dude. You gave him dude? Wait, did Comus actually give him dude? Oh, not yet. No, someone else. Wait, somebody else gave him dude? W community. All right, just since you have dude now, your game is blown wide open. Okay? Now, your main goal since you have dude, everyone needs to be at least level 2 divinity in order to get bonuses. All right. And when you can, make sure to put at least one person on permit. And so that's definitely something that needs to happen. Due for that sole fact that it has a weird function where it requires one person. And then you live your life in lab for a while. Lab jail. Now, unlock all gods. Definitely important. Unlock all the gods. I'm going to say it. Gaming sucks. Not that his gaming sucks, because it does. Just gaming in general. Your first thing should be getting chemical. Hi, River. First thing should be getting chemical. Chemical, just hard push it as fast as you can. That's what you got to do. Just do what you can do. Hole? You're not even ready for the hole. That's a whole lot of bullshit is what that is. All right. You got enough to work on that we don't need to cover hole today. I'm not ready for the hole. We are not ready for the hole. Unlocked artifacts, they have a really low opacity white outline. The unlocked ones don't, I think. No, we just took a look. That is not the case. He has 10 artifacts unlocked, and it looked like all of them were unlocked. It needs to be, if it is there, it needs to be more. Okay. I mean, you got some, I would say you got some fairly easy items here. In order to get, I would get Looty up a little bit. Looty up a little bit would be definitely important for you. Just because it's like more slab stuff, more bonuses. You know how it is. Oh yeah. True. Yeah, you're right. And then World 6, I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. You're not ready for World 6 yet. You got 110 other things to do that will be very, very overwhelming. I feel like if I try to explain this to you, it's just going to be way too levels of overwhelming. I think with what we have now is good enough. I am 100%. Let's just give you this stuff for now, and then so for you, Dungriss, here is your chore list. Okay, take a screenshot of this. Yeah, do it passively, slowly in World 6. Start building that stuff up. Start getting shades in. You know, if you need to know how to do sneaking, there is stuff for sneaking. Okay. Obviously, right off the get-go, get every character to 300. This is going to be very important for you due to things like obols, stuff like that, etc. Because you're in World 6 now, they should be very, very, at least minimum 300. Yeah, V-Man. Totally ready for V-Man, bro. Get that shit. Get that going. DNA Splicer World 3. Okay, this is a good stat stick. This is just going to help all around, boost you up. You get a DNA Splicer from World 3, throw some World 6 stat stones on it. Hey, that's a lot. Okay, that's a good amount of accuracy. It's a good amount of damage. It's good. Divinity 40 for Tranqui and Lab 75 for Grind is your phase 1. This is definitely something that you should work towards. This is your main thing you should be working towards 100%. PO Priority is Skilling Box for Prince. This is definitely something that needs to be good. I haven't gotten the recipe yet, so I'm going to go farm that recipe. Okay, there you go. Next up, stamp farming. You don't have enough stamps, bro. You need more stamp farming. It just needs to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Multi-resource big bubbles. Bro, you need 300%. Phase 1, 300%. Get that going. Get that rolling. Unlocking bubbles. You don't have all your bubbles unlocked, so you better get that shit going. You better get that rolling. Did you check Prince? Yeah, I did check Prince. Next, Alchemy. Just like you, if you're hoping that your dad comes home, make sure that you do your alchemy, because unlike me, I'm still doing alchemy to this day, and he still hasn't come back. One day, though. Unlocking vials and getting them to level 4. Specifically, you want to get them to level 4 for the specific reason that you are using it to boost up damage for Shaman. It's very, very important. Now, your printer sample size is also going to be good for you as well, because it also has to do a lot with your printing. I guarantee you, if you get 300% multi-resource bubble and you get 90% printer sample size, your prints are going to be way massive. And for build rate, or for building priority, Poisonic Elder, Party Starter, Kraken. That's what you should be building. And everything else you can, you can field out, do what you want to do. Converting 2 DK to build rate build with the booster cogs was the one that I showed here earlier. Obviously, I made a mistake by saying Carpenter got effect by Warrior's Rule. I forgot that it doesn't anymore. I'm allowed to make mistakes, even though I'm the guy. Unlocking plates, preparing for Diamond Chef. As I was talking about before, you want to get up to level 11 plates and getting them unlocked and getting them to level 11 due to when you're ready to unlock the yellow bubble to get Diamond Chef will be giving you big amounts of cooking speed. Party dungeons, your floorbows, your party dungeons aren't done. You're missing out on 25% defense, 25% accuracy. That is a shit ton. You should go ahead and get that done as soon as possible. Get a little bit of that weapon power, get a little bit of that XP percent, get a little bit of that money percent. You know what I'm saying? Get that going, get that rolling, get assuming. Divinity farming. Bro, you just got dude from one of the community members. Okay? Do this shit. This shit's going to take way less. Way less. Okay? That's what you should be doing. This is your list. This will take you a few weeks. Okay? I don't want to start hitting into World 6 and stuff like that. It's going to be too much for you. But remember, in order for Doot to work, you need minimum level 2 divinity, or else you don't get the bonuses. Why is this a thing? Well, it's to stop people from early game just buying Doot and literally speeding through the game. Okay, that's literally it. You don't actually unlock it. Weeks, ain't it like months? It depends on how serious you take it, you know. And then like once you start to do stuff like that, well then you can start doing stuff like statue farming or card farming once you start getting that stuff ramped. But this is what I suggest for you to do. And this is what you should do. I hope this helps you out a lot. I hope this is good, and I hope you get cruising, bro. But anyways, I don't know about you, chat, but Dungriss, I'm gonna get back to the guide grind. So stay tuned for the next account review. Stay safe. Happy grinding. Peace out. Bye, YouTube. Until next time.